Hello everybody, and I have messed up. We are not here today for games against Peterhead and Elgin City because I recorded those yesterday. I didn't record the sound. There's just me sat there going like... So yeah, it's not exactly usable. So, we're here today for games against Clyde and Edinburgh. I'll just run you through what happened in these games really quickly. So, Peterhead, we went 2-0 down. These are an extremely strong side. They're predicted to finish top of the league. And yeah, we went 2-0 down. We pulled one back and it looked like we might be able to mount some form of comeback, and then they put another two past us and killed the game off. And Elgin City was probably the more disappointing of the two results, despite the scoreline being a bit closer. They just sort of... We never really got into the game. We had a couple of chances, but nothing that really looked concrete. And we got a red card from Todd, which is even worse because he's arguably our best, or one of our best centre-halves. I think Wilson's slightly better, but Todd is also our captain, so... It's not a good thing. It's not a good situation, really, to be in. But dropping points to a team who were probably more beatable, I think they were only one place or two places above us in the league. It's put us in a really rough patch. And then I played the two Scottish Cup games off camera against Civil Service. Civil Service Strollers. You've already seen it. We lost to Civil Service Strollers. We drew to them in the first leg through a Paul Willis penalty. You'll notice a lot of our goals, Paul Willis penalties. It's getting a bit... We can't score very well. I have done something to address this, don't worry. But, yeah, then we lost the second leg, and we're out. We're out of the Scottish Cup. The board aren't very happy about it. There's not much I can do about that now. We're already out. We're out of every cup, actually. We're out of every cup by November. It's not a great situation. But we're here today for Clyde, who are top of the league, and Edinburgh City, who've already beat us. So, I'm sure our run of form is going to get a lot better, right? Right? Now, we have actually beaten Edinburgh City in the Cup. We beat them on penalties, but we have beaten them. So, there's a little positive. But like I mentioned, I have done something to bring, or to try and counteract our poor run of form, and that is to bring in a couple of players. I've brought in Craig Murray. All of these are on free transfers, because obviously the transfer window isn't open. But Craig Murray is a box-to-box midfielder. Bought him in on a freeze on £45 a week. He looks okay. I'm quite impressed by his physicals, which is why I bought him in. I feel like a lot of our central midfielders are quite lacking across the board. He at least has something to go off of. He's very good physically. His passing's alright. He's got good teamwork and work rate. He can just... I think he's just going to be like a good, consistent player. I feel like we give the ball away too much when we're trying to create chances, and I feel like he's going to be a player who helps to cut that out. Just quite a steady, consistent player. Rather than someone who's going to completely change everything, he's just there to solidify. The big one, however, is Kenny Adamson at left-back. Now, you can already see from the star rating, significantly better than McKinley, but these stats for this level are ridiculous. He has so many stats which are just so much higher than anybody else on our team. 11 tackling and 13 heading with 9 marking is obviously really good, especially for the no-nonsense fullbacks that we play. But then really good teamwork, work rate, some good physicals across the board too, kind of low agility, but that doesn't really matter. The only real downside, I would say, is he isn't really comfortable playing outside of this no-nonsense role. I think he's got the stats for this level to maybe play something like a supporting fullback, but he isn't great at it. I mean... Part of me's tempted to give it a try because we're really struggling to create chances. If we could do it on the other side as well, like a bit more confident, I guess we could, right? What's Kinnairds crossing? 8. You know what? We're not creating any chances and that needs to change, so I'm going to do that. Back to target man on support. Back to target man on support. This wasn't planned. I've just sort of had this idea that, oh, maybe we can do this, maybe. Obviously, he drops a bit of star in star rating, but, you know. Our team's really tired because of all the cup games we've had to play. Ah, that's an issue. Hopefully it's not too much of an issue. We're going to get stuck into this game. So yeah, we've brought in a new left-back and a new central midfielder. We've on a bad run of form right now after that win that we had a few games ago. Actually, that win was the last game you saw. We've lost 4 games, or we've lost 3 games and drew 1 since then. So, admittedly, 2 of them were in the cup. They don't really count towards anything. But this is narrow. We play on a really narrow pitch, and this is narrow. This might make them struggle for space. This could go both ways, right? Because if they're already trying to play narrow and we make it more narrow, chances are they're just going to get in each other's way. So, maybe this could work in our favour. If I just hide me there for a second. I don't know why. It's not like you're going to see anybody, you know. Also... I did notice something yesterday, and I feel like I should point this out. Give me a second. So I think this is a major reason why they were top of the league. You'll see he's very recently left. Literally between the last video and this one is when he's left. They had David Goodwillie, who used to play for Blackburn in the Premier League. He played in the Championship quite a lot. He's played in the Scottish Premier League where he was fairly prolific. Yeah, he was playing here in the Ladbrokes League 2. It's ridiculous. They had a player who's worth more than all of my club. What's he worth, sorry? 185,000. That's about all of our club times by about 10. Like, no wonder they're top of the league. They've just lost him. These might actually be beatable. That's actually uplifted me. I didn't know he's left. I was ready to get stuck in and just say they've got David Goodwillie. No, they haven't. He's gone. He's gone to Perth. He's in Australia. Oh, we've got a chance in the first half. In the first minute, Willis puts in a corner. Fleming crosses it in. And what is this camera doing? Can we, we're at a different stadium at this rate. Corner for them. Kelly puts it in. Duffy to Runsby. And we're 1-0 down. These are beatable. No, maybe? Maybe. Still time. Still plenty of time to come back. And you'll see here, Kelly puts the ball in. It's an easy header for Duffel, who... I mean, that's a nice volley, to be fair. Adams is rubbish. I've just realised you didn't see the last video. Adams is still rubbish. He was especially rubbish then, but he's still rubbish now. We do have a throw-in, though. New man Adamson up to Morel. I forgot to mention Morel. Morel's playing. Scullion's injured. And basically, Lavery's just a bit naff. I've brought in Aaron Morel, he's been on our bench the whole season. I've just not played him. I had a look at his stats and he looks fine. So he wants game time. No one's really solidified their spot in the team. He can have game time. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just going to keep changing strikers until one of them decides to do something. So yeah, we've got Morel. Back to the highlight. Willis on the ball. Played across. Stowe. And can we try and pick out the new starter? No, because we've lost possession. And they are now on the attack. Kelly brings it forward. If we can maybe win this back, maybe we can hit them on a quick counter. But it doesn't look like it's going to be the case as Kelly rushes forward. Duffy is in acres. We put in a tackle though. We're back on the ball. Stowe lumps it up to absolutely nobody. Morel was the closest player and we've had to run about 6 miles to get there. They lump it forward again and Kelly's just rushed past that defence. It's a good save though by Adams. Does well to hang on to that one. And we just about keep them out. Very long highlights on this game. Whether you're on key or extended seems to make no difference at all. So we're just about to tick into half time and I just want to point out our player ratings. We're rubbish. We are rubbish. Just, what's the highest one there? Other than Adams, because goalkeeper ratings have been broken for years. We've got a couple of 6.6s, some 6.2s. More than one 6.2 is a worry in and of itself. And then the rest are all 6.3s and 6.4s. We are absolutely naff. We're 1-0 down, going into half time, and... we just don't even look remotely decent. We're just not very good. We've regained possession a lot. Well, that's not surprising, considering I'm sure we gave it away a lot more. Happy with your performance? No. Aggressive? Show me something else. Lloyd Kinnaird look... oh, no, wait. Robert Wilson looks stressed. Why? I've just told you to play better because we're losing. Just play better. Just do it. I'm not saying anything else to him. I don't want to break it. I don't want to make anyone else get any worse. I'm worried. I'm panicking at this point. This is the first quarter of the season wrapped up after this game, and we've got 4 points. It's not great, is it? I'm really hoping something happens to sort of kick us into gear soon. Maybe it'll be this. Wilson, Scott, it's awful. Morel on the ball, though, takes the strike, and it is very poor. If there are any fans in that stand, they'd have just gotten a free football. It's the only positive from it. But, I mean, Cowdenbeath are drawing to Edinburgh City, who we play next. So, Cowdenbeath and Edinburgh City both beat us in the league. I'm worried. So, 70 minutes in, and we are doing absolutely nothing. Darren Lavery's going to come on for Morel. And who else is playing awfully? Oh, wait, everyone. What do I even do here? Gary Phillips? Maybe for Mark Stowe? What's Mark Stowe done this game? Nothing. Gary Phillips. Let's go. That's going to be our change. A couple of the older players are going to come back into the side and see if we can snatch something. We're against top of the league and we're only 1-0 down. This isn't a dreadful result, but You're looking at that no shots on target just as much as I am. It's not a great sign, is it? We've had no shots on target. Not a single shot on target. We're training attacking, by the way. Just in case you were curious, oh, you need to put your training on attacking, otherwise you're never going to get better. We are training attacking. We had no shots on target. No shots on... The more I repeat it, the worse it sounds. Less aggressive. Far from pleased. Adamson... You can't come out of 6.5 and look stressed when you play rubbish. I'm sorry, no. If we beat Edinburgh City, we still don't go above them unless we win by like 3 goals, which we're not going to. We're not going to win by 3 goals. I'm worried. I'm really getting worried. Clyde are running away with the league. They haven't lost all season. Actually, that's their 2nd worst result of the season. 3rd worst. Edinburgh that's got a goal. Maybe 4th, Albion Rovers. But still, if you look at some of the other results on there, that's not bad. Queen's Park also managed to score. They beat Elgin City 5-0. We didn't lose 5-0. We're alright. We're going to be fine. I don't know what to do to turn this around. I've still not really played a full save or a proper save outside of this one, so I'm not really sure what to do. But I will see if I can figure something out. These leagues over here, by the way. I pressed the button to turn my camera off and it brought up the Sports Interactive community on the other monitor. Oh, very nice. These are all completely irrelevant. I might change them to more Scottish-based leagues in a bit, but I'm going to take us to this game against Edinburgh City. We drew against them in the Cup. We lost against them the first time, then we drew against them. Let's get a win this time. Let's continue that pattern. So the scouting report for Edinburgh City's just came in. I've just been clicking around random players. 4-star player. 4-star player. 3.5-star player. Oh, positive. 4.5-star player. Even better. Oh, he's particularly good. What about the keeper? Because our keeper's rubbish. 4-star player. I'm starting to realise the problem here, and I don't think it's me. I don't think our squad's very good. I think that's sort of the biggest issue. Now, there is obviously an underlying problem, which is, you know, I need to bring in better players. But, I am starting to think there's a bit of more of a problem here than just the tactics aren't right. Okay, so we're here for the game against Edinburgh City, who, as I just pointed out, seem to be quite good. So, I don't think we're going to make any major changes. A few players here. Actually, Declan O'Kane can't really play, can he? 78% fitness. That's a bit much. Let's bring on Ross Brown. Played a lot for us this season. Ross Brown didn't really do a lot. That's why I dropped him. I made quite a few changes in the last video. Just sort of substitution-based changes more than anything. And because obviously we don't have that, I'm having to catch myself up on what we did. Jamie Todd can come back in at centre-half. He is our captain after all. It would make sense. Oliver Fleming is going to come onto the bench though, because Jack Cook has a 6.27. That is abysmal. So, Lloyd Kinnaird is rubbish. I'm sorry, he really is. He is absolutely rubbish. We need a better right back. We need a better everything really, but we need a better right back. Let's submit the team. This is our 5th game, I believe, playing in this system. It's our 5th league game, sorry. We've played some in the Cup, I forgot about that. But it's our 5th league game playing in this system. We've won 1 and lost 3. I'm going to be... I feel like I should just say nothing. All the best, have fun. The squad morale's not very high. I thought that might improve it. It hasn't. But, let's get underway. We need... Okay, I'm gonna lower my standards. I don't care about points. I want to see a goal. I can't remember the last time I saw a goal that wasn't a penalty. I just want to see the ball hit the back of the net from open play as they are in possession. That's not a good start, is it? Black to Taylor to Black again. They're passing it around quite nicely. Not a fan. Donaldson forward. Todd puts a leg out though, and we are back in possession. We've reclaimed it. Stowe on the ball. Tries to switch it across to Willis. Does so very nicely. Now, can he find a forward man? We are not moving at all. We are the most static team on the planet. Murray. Can we find a man? We found one of theirs as they knock it across to Henderson. Henderson shoots. It's a great save by Adams. Absolutely excellent save by Adams, and Todd does well to stop the rebounded shot coming across for us. Taylor knocks it in. Stowe with a lovely challenge, doesn't even give away the penalty, and Adams with another save. Oh, it's a defensive masterclass. Juventus, eat your heart out. I don't know why Juventus, they're the first defensive team I thought of. Yeah, could have gone with any defensive team, really. Atletico Madrid, you know, anyone. Went for Juventus. It's half time, and we are not very good. I don't want to keep calling us rubbish. We've had a shot on target this time. That's impressive. We've also put in 10 fouls in the first half. What do I even say? Go out there and play without pressure. I would legitimately take a 0-0. Honestly, either a point or a goal is the aim at this point. Not winning. Either anything on the points card or a goal. I'd take losing 7-1 if we score a single goal from open play. I just want to see something happen. So, 65 minutes in, nothing's happening. Please, Darren Lavery, right? I came to you at the start of this season and I thought you were one of my better players. Prove me right. Why can you play as a central midfielder? You can play as a left winger. Oh. Sorry, I've just had a brainwave. System might be different in tomorrow's episode. Let's see. But first, let's focus on this one. Let's focus on this game. It's 0-0, 68 minutes in. Can we manage to pull ourselves ahead? They've got a corner. Taylor puts it in. Todd heads out. Sweeney on the ball, takes the strike. It's over the bar, and it's a goal kick to us. It's not even another corner. With 10 minutes left to go, we are hanging on for a point here. One shot on target all game. They've got a throw-in. Not a good sign as Henderson gives it to Moore. He takes it wide. He takes the strike. It hits the bar, post, corner, something. Todd clears it out for another throw-in. No highlight. And we're looking to see it out. Have we seen out a draw? I think we have. I think we've picked up a point, and I am so happy about a 0-0. This is ridiculous. This is by far the most I've ever struggled on Football Manager. Okay, so the Southampton save last year, for example, that was difficult, especially when we got sacked. That was difficult, but I never felt it was difficult to create a chance. I feel like we're lucky if we see a shot on goal at the minute. I'm gonna say I'm happy. Yeah, they're all extremely delighted. Wonderful. Do you know why I'm gonna say I'm happy? This is the worst part about it. Because I actually am. I'm genuinely happy about getting a point. But the most interesting revelation of that game, also, these teams are all on 8. If we can win one match, we're right in the thick of it. We're basically surviving at this point. My hopes are alive because everybody else is as bad as we are. Like the top sort of 4 here, top 5 maybe even top 6. The top 6 are just significantly better than the bottom 4. And out of these teams, we could finish 7th. It's not out of the question. It's ridiculous. So, as I was saying, the most interesting revelation to me that game is that Darren Lavery can play as a left winger because I didn't think we had a left winger in the squad. So, I might try and switch it up. I might go to something more like a 4-3-3 because, aside from Sedwin Scott, our strikers are just naff. I've tried Morrill, I've tried Scullion, I've tried Lavery. None of them have played well. So, let's shove Lavery out on one wing, Willis up there, Murray, Brown. Stowe can play as a central midfielder, right? Yeah, Stowe's fine as a central midfielder. Look at him, he loves it. He doesn't really love it, but he can do it. We might be playing a 4-3-3 next episode. I hope you're looking forward to finding out. And if you want to see that as soon as it goes live, you love that little segue, don't you? That was beautiful. It comes up at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow, or you can use the subscribe button to get it into your feed. Either one of those is fine with me. Please leave any feedback in the comments below. It would be very much appreciated. Anything at all that you think I could do better, either in the game or with the videos. And yeah, have a great night. I hope you enjoyed the video.